Oh no, they're coming. Virtual World, Drytron, Eldritch. Oh, my knee. But Virtual World, Drytron, Eldritch, they're coming.
Hello, my child.
God, is that you?
Yes, it is me, the Banlist gods, and I have come to you because I am gonna ban all the decks that have threatened you. As you saw, the meta decks are at your door ready to kill you, but now I will destroy them in an instant. Poof!
Thank you, God. Now, with all the meta decks gone, Ice Barriers will rule!
Since Konami has another Banlist coming up, looks like we have to make a prediction. Am I right? Alright, but seriously, this is some McDonald's content, nice easy content to create. So let's first start with the bans. First card I think should be banned is VFD, otherwise known as Very Fun Dragon, otherwise known as Virtually Fun Dragon for Virtual Worlds. So why should this card be banned? Well, first of all, it locks your opponent out of the game, and I don't like cards that lock you out of the game. So Virtual World would lose a lot of power if VFD got banned, but it wouldn't be too bad for them because they still have Shen Chuche, which is not a bad end board, but it'd lose a lot of power to its end board because VFD was an insurance policy that things would go through. With Senshin, you got a semi-macrocosmos that loses to a Golden Lord Send or a Raigeki, and you've got a Pop that loses to Cosmic. Yeah, but maybe Virtual World will find ways to adapt. There's Gothams and stuff like that. Alright, on to the next card. We have Vanity's Ruler. Now, Vanity's Ruler should be banned. Why? Well, I don't think Ben 10 should be limited or banned because I think the deck's too new. I don't think they would ban it this soon. With Ruler being banned, you get rid of the floodgate that made it the problem. The deck either becomes a Megalith deck or Perfection Turbo with a lot of cards. So with Ruler banned, you lose a floodgate, and they're already kind of taking out Ruler. They're normal summoning other stuff like Manju and anything else, and I think this would be a nice hit to Drytron that wouldn't kill the deck. And the last card I have banned is Guard Dragon LP. Why I think LP should be banned is because on a card design basis, it limits card design because the dragons can't be too good because LP will just abuse them, and things can't be turboed out too fast because LP will just be summoned off of them. And it just gives Dragon Link one less insurance policy, which is something the deck desperately needs is another insurance policy. But with LP banned, the deck wouldn't lose much. It'd lose a good amount of power and extension, but I think they could still keep playing with it just to a lesser extent. Alright, now we've gone through all the bans, yes, only 3. And let's go on to the limits. Let's see what we have here. Alright, for limited, I'm going to first start off with Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Heavy Metal Foes just got a ton of support, and yet Electromite didn't come unbanned. Would Pendulum be that broken? No. Would Pendulum be good? Not really. It would just be a nice thing for Pendulum players. It definitely shouldn't go to 3, that'd be busted, but for now, I think Pendulum just isn't good enough, and there's just so many decks that are better. Next card we have is Time Seal. Card's too slow. Skipping the draw phase is crazy, but the card's just too slow. Way too slow. It has to be the next draw phase, and then they've already drawn. Not great. Next is Mirage Stalio. Salamander Grade is so irrelevant right now. The only thing they can do is Access Code Turbo, which is still pretty good, but not doing much. Mirage Stalio, they get a consistency play, they get a disruption, they get some power back. It would be good for the deck. Spinny would be a lot more relevant. They can put it to 1. Should go to 3, but I think they'll put it to 1. Next is Firewolf Tirada. Becomes infinitely less good. So they can bring it back. Some Cyber Checks might abuse it, but right now, I don't think we'll do anything. Next we have is Thunder Dragon Colossus. Now, Thunder Dragon Colossus, I just want Thunder Dragons to come back. Thunder Dragons can come back because, first of all, they were banned at the worst time. We had spirals coming, which were great. And we had other stuff like Virtual World, which searches a bit, and Drytron, which searches a lot. So overall, I think Colossus can come back to 1. I don't think Thunder Dragon will be that great, but it would be fun to see Thunder Dragon back again. Next we have Orcus Hardcore, again with all these decks back in 2019. Harp can go back to 1 because Orcus is right now missing a power play, and Harp's a good power player, just giving them a resource and giving them other stuff to play with. So I think Orcus Hardcore can go to 1. Next one is Blaster. A little bit controversial, but Blaster, it's not the best Dragon Lore, I think it's probably the worst. So I think Blaster can come back. And then the last one we have is Cursed Outland. Cursed Outland is a nice recursive resource that keeps adding your golden lands as Eldritch to your hand. So putting it at 1 would be a lot less consistent and would hurt Eldritch a bit. Alright, now let's go on to our semi-limits. Or semi-limit would be the better term. Because I only have 1. Let's go to that one. For our semi-limit, actually we do have 2, is Cyber Angel Ben 10. Now, why did I put Ben 10 at 2? Well, I think Ruler's enough, and with Ben 10 being at 2, it hurt a little bit, hurt a little bit of consistency, hurt a little bit of recursion. If they do it, it'd be fine. I don't think they will, but I think Van Angel was enough. The deck's a little too new for him to hit it right away. And with this, it would just lose a bit of power and a bit of consistency, but it wouldn't do too much. And the last one is Dynamite to 2. True Draco does nothing without Dragonic Diagram at 3 because it's so inconsistent. Same thing with Card Demise. So honestly, it wouldn't do anything. Draco players would be like, no, not anymore. Yeah, they'd be like that. They just wouldn't want to do it because that's so inconsistent. Alright, that was for all the semi-limits. Yeah, shocker. Am I a fan of the semi-limited list? Sure, I actually kind of like it, So let's go on to the next one, which is Unlimited. Alright, next is Unlimited. To start, we have True King's Return. True King's Return is on the semi-limited list. It'll probably come to 3 because it came to 2 last time. So it'll probably come to 3, Next one's kind of controversial. Master Diamond. I just like to see Gem Knights have a little bit of power. I doubt anyone's going to run the FTK, but Master Diamond to 3, that'd be pretty sick. The last one, the only relevant one I'm going to say is Beatrice to 3. Why not 2? Because I want 3 Beatrice. I like BA. Can Beatrice come back? Maybe. At 3? Maybe. But I think it could be fine. And this actually might bring BA up a lot more than it already is. So I think it could be a good addition. Alright, now we're going to go to the hot takes right now. We've got my Banlist hot takes. Everyone needs a hot take or 2. Alright, let's start with this. Spellbook of Judgment to 1. What, you think it's a good idea? I just want to see Spellbook back. Will this actually happen? No, I hope it doesn't. But it'd be a nice thing to have, Spellbook of Judgment to 1. Next one is Sekka's Light to 3. Honestly, I don't think it's going to do much. If you put Sekka's Light to 3, what will it do? I doubt many decks will play it because they have better stuff to do. Virtual World can't play it. Drytron can't play it. Lich can't play it. I doubt it'll boost any deck so good that they'll play it. Dragon Link can't play it either. Combo decks can't play it. Control decks can't play it. I guess Adamantipator is the only thing I could think of that might play it, but really, I don't think so. And the next hot take is Engage. Engage to 1. I just want to see Sky Striker come back. Could Sky Striker at full power do with this meta deck? No, I don't think it could be a meta deck. Really, because Sky Striker is missing a lot of momentum, and I think the decks are just much stronger than what Sky Striker can do right now. And right now, I just don't think Sky Striker is great. So honestly, I think it could not come back because I feel like other decks will use it, but some decks probably will. But Sky Striker, if you put it to 3, that'd be crazy. If you put it to 1, then it would be all right, and they just keep recycling with Kagari. And then the last thing is hot take, because I didn't really know where to put this, is Called by the Grave. Can I come back to 3? Can I go to 2? Can I get 1? Will I get banned? What do I think of Call of Grave? Honestly, I don't think it's that healthy of a card because being able to stop hand traps is not great. So I'd like to see it banned. It's also a crazy utility card. You don't even need to stop hand traps. Like when I was playing Zoo, I never stopped hand traps. I just set it as a nice card. It was great. So honestly, I don't think it's a healthy card. I think it should be banned, but you know, it could. Alright, now let's go on. Alright, what do I think of this format? So what do I think of this format right now? Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of it. There's a lot of decks that I can do, like Bird Up, Eldritch variants, Zodiac, but they're all just Floodgate heavy. Floodgate heavy, really strong card heavy. So I'm not the biggest fan of this format because I don't like BFD, I don't like Vantage Ruler, I don't like all these floodgates that are running around. Or I should say searchable floodgates. Non-searchable floodgates are fine, but searchable floodgates are the worst, slash like BFD being a searchable floodgate because it's in the extra deck. So I'd like to see this happen where they get rid of a lot of floodgates so that other decks can thrive. So I hope this happens. I wasn't the biggest fan of this format, but like I grew on me more and more. This format felt like an eternity to me. But hopefully the March Banlist does something and the new sets do anything because God, Blazing Vortex did to the outro. To create the thumbnail, same for any created the one for Jane to the Good episode 2. Hopefully you'll create more for me in the future. And please subscribe and you can do a comment of video suggestions. I might take them, I might not. But I think this will be good for the channel and hopefully we can do some more stuff. Bye.